We've reached the point in the season where teams often face elimination games, and that well could be the case in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And on second and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Looking to scramble. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
He wants to change this route. To throw, it's McMillan. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, pass the marker. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Huskies are rolling down the field. Wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. On target. Made a defender miss. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. How about that
first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run to the left. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Lewis to throw. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Second down coming up. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Hayden. Turning it on. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. Got the quick pass. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You're going to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. He finally goes goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Lockett. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Lewis wants to pass. Fakes to grab. And runs through another one. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Right down the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Slings it downfield. He makes the catch. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Looking to move the chains, Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going to the run to start this second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Gibson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Lewis to throw. Using the quick game. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was sinking.
There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Any success, they've got to dial up a better play here.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Looking to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the back. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number one.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Finds his man. It's Green. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Washington. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Skips away from pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find
it's picked off and another empty drive. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Lewis wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Colorado. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.